All right. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. So I took a poll yesterday, and we actually asked everybody if you wanted to see a special deck profile for Thanksgiving. You know, everybody needs to be spending today with their family and things like that. Meanwhile, I'm here producing content for you guys to enjoy while you're probably on your drive to see your family. So we're going to be looking at a TCG adapted version of Blackwings. Lundrity sent me his OCG list. I kind of spent a little bit of time this morning kind of adjusting a few things in his list, testing out some like minor Therio and things that I've kind of had in mind for Blackwings. And this is kind of what I've adapted from his list. Now, for those of you that don't know, this build is going to be taking advantage of Ystrix. Now, for those of you that don't know, he is the new Blackwing, or new Raidraptor Link monster. Now, he's 2 Dark-Winged Beast monsters to make it. When this card is Link Summon, you can special summon 1 level 4 Dark-Winged Beast monster from your deck in defense mode. Typically, the thing that we're going to be using with this is kind of a means to step into something like Zephyros, for example. Yeah, Zephyros is the one that we're going to care the most about here, because it has to be level 4. Now, this build is currently playing 2 copies of Zephyros the Elite. I know a few people can be like, oh man, you can only use the effect once per turn. Why are you playing 2? My luck with 95% of these things, I actually agree with Lundrity's logic on this. 95% of the time, you might draw this. It's just a terrible thing. So we have 2 copies in here to kind of alleviate some of that pressure and things like that. Now, another thing is, I think some people might be wanting to play the Dark Witch's Apprentice still, and I was kind of thinking about it myself. But the TCG still has Summon Sorceress. We do not have an ETA for the removal of this card, so we don't have any, like, being able to Ystrix step into Zephyros, into Summon Sorceress, as long as we have another Blackwing that we can kind of take advantage of. You can bet your ass that we're going to be able to make more plays. And that's what we want, actually. You know, we have extenders to kind of make things go. Now, the other fundamentals that we have with this is, yes, Ystrix does not make the Zephyros usable for Link Summoning, but as long as we have another extender, such as another special summonable Blackwing for this, or, you know, even some odd chance that we can't really step into the Summon Sorceress, you'll still be able to kind of set up and do some more really cheeky things. I think for the most part, though, being able to set up a tuner or something to kind of step into like full Armor Master or something else like that definitely gives Ystrix a lot of love. And I definitely like that about this card. The fact that making Summon Sorceress becomes a lot more viable with an additional extender. If not, you're just going to be making a couple of full Armor Masters and kind of staring at your opponent and laughing. So it's kind of interesting to see that the power that Blackwings kind of have gotten to. One of my friends was like, oh man, like Blackwings kind of aren't reminiscent of what they used to be. I agree with you. It was really cool seeing previous builds of Blackwings and seeing that the deck was not a combo deck. But now the deck has kind of become that combo deck. It sucks in this day and age if you're a former Blackwing player, because now you're just make full Armor Master, laugh at your opponent, and it's gone because your opponent kaiju'd it. It's kind of the risks that we're playing with Yu-Gi-Oh! Now. So let's move on into the special deck profile. So we have triple copies of Ash Blossom. I definitely think that you might want to consider some other hand traps. I mean, you're trying to be a going second deck here. And I definitely think, for the most part, that Ash Blossom is going to be the way to go. I mean, you can cut the Kaijus if you want to play something along the lines of Ghost Ogres, but I like the Kaijus because you can tribute answer something. Like, Lundrity had really good thoughts on this. Triple copies of Aster the Southwind, so cannot be special summoned. When it's normal summoning, target one of your banished level 4 or lower Blackwing monsters and special summon in defense mode. Then you can banish this guy from your graveyard. You get place black feather counters on a Blackwing Dragon. You get to place a wedge counter on each monster your opponent has. It does not currently have one. Enjoy your free board wipes with full Armor Master. 1 copy of Blizzard, just an additional when you have the normal summonable, or additional normal summon guy up on the board. You know, our boy Nothong here. you can trigger this. And of course, triple copies of Bora of the Spear. I think it's very, very important that people understand that this is an extender. This actually allows your deck to continue playing. Now, one copy of Breeze the Zephyr. This card's added from your deck to your hand by card effect. You can special summon this card. Cannot be used as synchro material except for a Blackwing synchro monster. So the thing we care about this, you can still link out with this. We don't really care about that, but off Black Whirlwind, it's a free special. 2 copies of Gale, just additional extenders that can half a monster. It's definitely not what it used to be. Trust me on that. 1 copy of Gladius, the Midnight Sky. If the only face-up monster you control is one Blackwing monster other than Gladius, it's just summon this guy from your hand. This guy cannot be destroyed by battle. Kind of cute, actually. 2 copies of Harmattan the Dust. If you control Blackwing, you get to special summon this guy. You can only special summon one of him once per turn. This card is normal. Special summon target 1 Blackwing you control. Increase this card's level by a monster. So you can modify and set up your tuner however you really need to. 2 copies of Chris the Crack of Dawn, additional extenders. 1 copy of Orochi the Squall, same thing, just special summons. Now, the deck's best new card is Simone the Moon. So if you control no monsters, you get to banish 1 other Blackwing from your hand, place 1 Black Whirlwind from your deck in your spell and trap card zone, and then after you set that, you get to immediately normal summon this card without attributing. So go ahead and enjoy your free search off of your Black Whirlwind. You're going to basically be using this to set up for typical extenders. Now, I have triple Steam the Cloak in here. This is subject to change. I just want to make sure that I can get access to the token, and being able to recur this card back is what I want, especially when you're link spamming and kind of climbing link ladders. You essentially need to make sure that you have key pieces to do so. Of course, 2 Zephyros the Elite, as I explained earlier, you need to make sure the general thing that you're able to set up combos and things like that. Of course, 2 Radion the multi-dimensional kaiju, a dark kaiju giving you access to the fundamentals of Allure. Triple Allure Darkness, I mean, hey, free burn value. Now, the best card in your deck is Black Whirlwind. Every time you normal summon a Blackwing, enjoy searching. That's the thing that we really like with Simone here. No matter the situation and how things are going, as long as you can get to double Black Whirlwind, you can make some of the most insane boards out there. And then, of course, 1 copy of Foolish Barrel, dumping Zephyros is pretty good. 1 copy of Monster Reborn. And then, since we're going second deck, and this is kind of up to how you want to build the deck. I honestly think that 3 evenly matched is not a bad call. Getting those essential board wipes to make sure that you're able to fundamentally play the game is very, very important. It sucks seeing these other decks try to, keep up with the metagame, but you honestly really need this. It's so hard trying to be a combo deck going first, but that 6 card's so important. The extra deck, 1 Summon Sorceress for extenders, 2 copies of Wystrix. You can change this however you want. 1 copy of Link Karibo, 1 copy of Unicron, 1 Boral Sword Dragon, 1 copy of Omega, 1 copy of Borreload Savage Dragon. So, this card is Synchro Summon. You can equip 1 Link monster from your graveyard to this guy. And then if you do, you can place Boral counters on this card equal to that monster's Link rating. This guy gains attack equal to half of the monster's attack that's equipped to it. Then when your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you remove a Boral counter from this card to negate that activation. Pretty good, actually. And then, of course, we have 2 Obsidian Hawk, 2 Full Armor Master, 1 Nathung, 1 Sahanya, and 1 copy of Raikiri. Now, the side deck is geared more towards some of your really rough matchups. We have 1 copy of Radion, the multi-dimensional kaiju. Once again, extra kaijus to kind of make sure that we don't get bumblefucked. 2 copies of Called by the Grave. Triple copies of Twin Twister. Immediate back row removal can be an issue, but if you draw something like these, you don't lose any real value off of the discard. Triple copies of Ghost and Match. Attribute. Triple copies of Infinite Impermanence. And, of course, triple copies of Red Reboot, because we still do not like Altergeist. Altergeist is going to be the bane of my existence for the rest of the time. And there's not really a lot I or the rest of us can really do about it. It's just overall really rough matchup. So this is Blackwings for the day, guys. I hope you guys have a good time with your families. Have a good day in general, actually. And please don't die on those Black Friday sales tonight. We'll have probably a couple of market watches, probably midnight. We'll see what Yu-Gi-Oh deals are going on, and we'll go from there, leading into the AM market watch. All right, guys, I'm out. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out Vanco 40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.